Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch and would like to purchase it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at JazzTime.com. Today, I'll be reviewing the Rolex Daytona Cosmograph Daytona Le Mans Special Edition 100th Anniversary, reference 126529LN in white gold with a black dial. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history of this watch. Then I'll tell you about where it stands in the lineup of other similar Daytonas. Then I'll tell you about the case, bezel, dial, bracelet movement. Finally try it on and give you my thoughts. So let's start just with a little history. Now the Daytona, when it first came out in the early 60s, was not actually called the Daytona. They called it the Rolex Chronograph Le Mans after the Le Mans race. The Le Mans race is a race where the cars race around a racetrack for 24 hours, and the watch was named after that. But at some point, Rolex decided instead of calling it the Le Mans, that they'd rather call it the Daytona instead. Probably because their biggest market was and still is the American market. Le Mans is a European race. And the Daytona was an American race that would probably resonate much better with their biggest market. Okay, now with that said, the Le Mans race has now been out for 100 years, well, at least as of 2023, and so Rolex decided to make a watch to commemorate that 100th anniversary of the Le Mans race, and so here you have it. Okay, they started this in 2003. And they decided to change a few things. And I'll go through those few things when I start talking about the case, bezel, dial, and bracelet and everything. But to suffice it to say that this version of the Le Mans, it doesn't really retail for that much money, something around, I think probably 50,000 and change, something like that. But it resells on the secondary market for well over 200,000. And that's because it's impossible to get. It's not even on the catalog. It's one of the rarest Daytonas. They only made it for about 1 year or maybe even less than that, 9 months. And so there's not very many of them out there. They only made it in 2023. So making it one of the rarest Daytonas out there. Okay, so that's just a little bit of background on the history. Well, where does it stand in the lineup of other similar Daytonas? I'm going to put it at the very top. They make this Le Mans Daytona in yellow gold, white gold, and rose gold. First white gold in 23, then yellow gold in 24, and then rose gold in 25. And then they're stopping production, and that's it. And so, yeah, it makes it one of the rarest Daytonas, and it's selling at little more than 4 times retail. So around the $200,000+ range. So yeah, it's quite a amazing watch. And so let's start talking about it and see what makes it different and what makes it so special and expensive, and why you should pay $200,000+ for it when it actually only retails for $50,000. Well, first part that I already told you, it's impossible to get. So the laws of supply and demand apply here. But let's start talking about it, starting for the case. And I'll tell you on each part how it differs from the regular Daytona. Okay, the case is white gold. That actually is not any different from any of the other white gold Daytonas. Okay, it's 40 millimeters. The case is slightly thinner than the previous generation of the 116519s. Now it's 126529 on this watch. But basically all the generations of Daytonas with a reference 126 have the same basic case. It's in white gold. Nothing too particularly interesting about that. It has about a 12 millimeter thickness and 40 millimeter diameter with a lug to lug of around 46, almost 47 millimeters. Okay, fine, that's nice. Okay, but here's the real difference in this watch. Is first, let's start with the bezel. This bezel is ceramic, but as you can see, it has a red accent at the 7 o'clock position. And that is, yeah, that's actually the difference. If you look at, for example, the same reference or similar reference number 126519, they use the same bezel except there's no red accent. Well, some people might not think that's worth $200,000, but some people might. That's one thing on the bezel, and it's made of ceramic. And you also have a white gold bezel holder that the bezel insert sits in. But at any rate, the bezel insert itself is ceramic with that little red part. That's the first thing. Let's move on to the dial. The dial is actually quite special. It reminds me, and probably is probably a throwback to it, or it has some kind of relation to the original Daytona, which I believe the reference is like 6263 or something like that, and then another 6269. Or anyways, it doesn't really matter what the reference is, but it has a throwback look to the 1960s ones. Okay, but what specifically about it? Okay, well, look at the subdials. That's really the difference. If you compare it to the modern Daytona with a 126519, which is an Oyster Flex white gold, the subdials are different. These subdials, for example, you look at the one at the 3 o'clock, it's a 30-minute marker. That's no different. But look at the way it's white. Normally it's silver on the other versions, the in-catalog version. This one's white, and you see it has like hashes and then sort of like this triangle, looks almost like a lollipop, like a square lollipop, and they have it at the 5, 15, and 25 marker. It really looks vintage looking, and they have this sort of, I guess, it looks to me like kind of like a lollipop. Also at the running seconds at the very bottom. So you see it says 60, 20, 40, and then it has these sort of little hash marks or lollipop at the 5, 10, 15, 20, or 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 45, and so on. And then you see the same thing at the hour marker on the left side, the 9 o'clock position. But the only difference here, the main difference is this hour counter is 24 hours instead of 12 hours. And that's because the Daytona race is 24 hours. So presumably, if you wanted to time the race of this Daytona, you could start the timer and this would calculate it up to a second for an entire 24-hour race. So you could actually look at your watch and tell how far along on this race are you, okay? All right, so that is it. That's the hands are the same, the hour markers are the same, but the subdials are what's different. And that's what you're gonna pay $150, almost $200,000 more for on this watch. Okay, the bracelet is actually the same as well. And I might also add this though. You see this combination of bezel ceramic with a white gold watch that has a white gold bracelet. Well, they don't actually make this configuration. If you want a white gold bracelet, you have to get the bezel in white gold and not ceramic. And they only do this combination on this Le Mans. If you want a black ceramic bezel with a white gold watch, on the in-catalog version, it only comes on Oyster Flex, on rubber. And they do make one, which is a reference number 126519, which are actually, most people are calling the baby Le Mans because it almost looks like this one, but not quite. Okay, so with that said, let's talk about the bracelet. As I said, it's no different from any other white gold bracelet. It has a nice buckle, has a micro adjust, 5 millimeters. And it's always Oyster. Not much to talk about there. Let's look at the movement here. Now, movement is kind of interesting, although I'm not going to say it's that interesting. It does have a see-through case back, so you can see this beautiful gold rotor, which I'm glad Rolex is now doing. But normally, the Daytona is going to have a reference 4131 on the movement. This one's actually going to have a 4132 on the movement instead. And the reason is because it has a 24-hour counter instead of a 12-hour counter. But it's more or less the same as the Daytona movement in that it has this gold rotor, it's see-through case back. Actually, the only Daytona that has this see-through case back is going to be the platinum version. So it's more or less looks like the reference 126506, which is the platinum Daytona in either index or baguette, except this one has a 24-hour counter. Okay, so not all that different. All right, let's try this watch on and give you my thoughts. Now, I'm a big fan of the Daytona. I think it's the best Rolex that is made. And to add to that, this exclusivity and rareness of this Le Mans just puts this Daytona in a whole nother league. There's nothing even close to it. And so this watch, as of 2026, is trading in the low 200,000s. You can buy it at jazztime.com, by the way, by clicking on the link in the description below. And I believe that it's the best Daytona that money can buy. Yeah, I know there's other more expensive one with some diamonds and rainbow and whatever, but I don't really love those ones too much. They look a little too flashy for me, for my taste, I'm saying, because you're asking my thoughts, right? This is an opportunity to give you what I think about it. Now, the Daytona was never meant to be a super flashy watch. It was meant to be a tool, watch to calculate time, elapsed time, that is. And so having this really special watch to commemorate the Le Mans anniversary, as well as looking vintage, being super duper hard to get, really low quantities of these, it's only going to get more and more rare as time goes on. So I actually think this watch is one of the few Daytonas that are going to increase in price. They've already increased in price since 2023. They were less before, now they're more, and it's going to do really well. And it's a beautiful watch to wear. And so I think if you have the money for this, then please go to jazztime.com and buy it at the lowest price anywhere online.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.